In the next 9 minutes, you're going to get a complete three-stock blueprint designed to start generating passive income for beginners in 2026. We're not talking about complicated options or risky day trades. We're talking about owning pieces of incredible businesses that pay you just for holding their stock. The goal is simple: to build a stream of income that flows into your account while you sleep. This isn't theory. These are three real companies with long histories of rewarding their shareholders, and we're going to break down exactly why they work. So grab a notepad and let's build your income stream. Okay, the first step for any beginner is to find a foundation, a rock, a company so stable and so dominant that it feels almost unshakable. This is your easy win, the one you can start with today to build confidence. For this, we look to one of the most recognizable brands on the planet, the Coca-Cola Company, ticker symbol KO. Now, you might think of it as just a soda company, but that's like calling an iceberg a piece of ice. Coca-Cola owns over 200 brands, including Minute Maid, Dasani, and Smartwater. Their products are sold in more than 200 countries. Think about that reach. It's almost impossible to go a single day without seeing one of their products. But here's why it's a perfect first dividend stock. Coca-Cola is what's known as a Dividend King. That's not just a cool name. It's a title reserved for companies that have increased their dividend payment to shareholders for at least 50 consecutive years. Coca-Cola hasn't just met that. They've crushed it. They have raised their dividend for over 60 years in a row. Through recessions, market crashes, and global crises, that dividend payment has gone up every single year. That is the definition of reliability. Let's talk numbers. As of late 2025, their dividend yield hovers around 3%. Compare that to a typical high-yield savings account, which might give you 4 or 5% if you're lucky, but that rate can change tomorrow. Coca-Cola's dividend is backed by a business that generated over $45 billion in revenue last year. Their payout ratio, the percentage of their profits they pay out as dividends, is typically around 70%. That's a sweet spot. It's high enough to give you a great return, but low enough that they still have billions left over to reinvest in the business and ensure future growth. You're not just buying a stock, you're buying a global distribution machine that has proven for 6 decades that it will share its profits with you. That's your foundation. Now, what if I told you that one of the world's biggest technology giants has quietly become one of its best dividend growth stocks? This is where we level up. We've built our stable foundation with Coke. Now we add growth. For this, we're looking at Microsoft, ticker MSFT. I know what you're thinking. Microsoft is a growth stock, something you buy for the stock price to go up, not for the income. And you're not wrong. But that's what makes this so powerful. You get both. Here's a quick story. I have a friend, Mark, who started buying shares of Microsoft back in 2015. He was just putting in a couple $100s a month. At the time, the dividend was tiny, almost an afterthought. He was focused on their cloud business, Azure, and the dominance of their Office suite. He just held on. Fast forward to today. The dividend income he receives from those exact same shares is now nearly 300% higher than it was in his first year. 300%. That's without him investing a single extra dollar into those original shares. The company's profits grew so explosively that they could massively increase the cash they sent back to him. This is the magic of dividend growth. While Coca-Cola gives you stability with slow and steady increases, a company like Microsoft gives you rocket fuel. Their dividend yield right now is low, under 1%. Beginners often make the mistake of chasing only high yields, but the growth rate is what matters for the long term. Microsoft has been increasing its dividend by an average of about 10% per year. At that rate, your income from the stock can double in just over 7 years, all while the stock price itself has the potential for massive appreciation because it's powered by high growth sectors like artificial intelligence and cloud computing. This is how you build real wealth, owning a company that grows its profits and shares an ever-increasing slice of that profit with you. If this is clicking for you, a quick subscribe helps me keep making these videos. Your support means I can keep digging into the research to find ideas like these. Okay, so we've covered stability and we've covered growth. Now, let's talk about frequency. What if you could get paid not just 4 times a year, but 12? The third company in our blueprint is a special kind of business you probably interact with constantly but never see. It's a real estate investment trust, or REIT, called Realty Income, ticker symbol O. Their entire identity is built around one thing, and they even trademarked the nickname, the monthly dividend company. And they are not kidding. As of today, Realty Income has paid over 650 consecutive monthly dividends. That is over 54 years of uninterrupted monthly checks sent to their shareholders. So what do? It's beautifully simple. They own thousands of single-tenant commercial properties and lease them out to some of the most reliable businesses in the world. We're talking about your local Walgreens, the Dollar General down the street, the FedEx you drop packages at, the 7-Eleven where you grab coffee. These are essential businesses with long-term leases. Realty Income collects the rent from these corporate giants, takes a small cut to run the business, and passes almost all of the rest directly to shareholders every single month. The proof is in their performance. Their portfolio is incredibly diversified across dozens of industries, and their occupancy rate almost never drops below 98%. That means their properties are almost always full and generating rent. This creates an incredibly predictable and stable stream of cash flow. Think about it. The last time you went into a CVS or a grocery store, you were likely standing on a piece of property that acts as a cash machine for its investors. When you own a share of Realty Income, you are no longer just the customer. You become the landlord. You are collecting rent from Walgreens. You are collecting rent from FedEx. That mental shift alone is a game changer. It turns your everyday expenses into a source of your own income. That's the power of this final piece of the puzzle. So there you have it, a three-part blueprint for your first dividend portfolio. You have the unbreakable global stability of Coca-Cola, giving you a reliable quarterly check from a company that's been doing it for generations. You have the explosive dividend growth of Microsoft, where your income stream can grow right alongside one of the most innovative tech companies in the world. And you have the reliable high-frequency payments of Realty Income, turning you into a landlord for America's biggest brands and putting cash in your pocket every single month. This isn't just a list of 3 stocks. It's a strategy. It's a blueprint for building 3 different types of income streams: stable, growing, and monthly, that work together to create a powerful engine for your financial future. You've got a solid foundation, a growth engine, and a monthly cash flow machine. If this video helped clear things up for you, share it with someone who needs to hear it and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Because next week, we're going to talk about the single biggest fee that silently destroys most beginner portfolios and exactly how you can avoid it. Thank you for watching.